You're boring. Go and fucking crawl in a dirty, dank little hole where you fucking come from, you dirty, dragon-eating little fucking spastic.
I don't think the Chelsea supporters are very happy with Serie ball, or should I call it meme ball. What is up, everyone? It's the Natural here, and welcome back to another prediction show on the channel. First game we're going to talk about is Chelsea versus Manchester City in the EFL Carabao Cup League Cup final. As you can see from my little brief introduction, Chelsea have been garbage, useless, lethargic, boring as AF, as I've seen. Now, I can understand Chelsea at the start of the season. They wanted to play a different style of football. They were going to play from the defensive-minded team under Antonio Conte, the one in the League and the FA Cup. So they decided to bring in a manager who literally had one good season at Napoli, who for me should have actually won the Scudetto last year. The reason why he didn't change his fucking setup, he didn't change the starting 11, he had the same players that just relying on that he was at Napoli, and that's why he didn't win it. He pretty much just froze out Milik the way he's frozen out Olivier Giroud. And again, I come back to it, Chelsea
philosophy is a catastrophic joke.
Why they're playing the players out of position. I mean, Kante is was the best holding midfield player in the world. He's now a bang average player who struggled to get in a Sunday League team. But Chelsea play an in-form Man City team who are scoring goals for fun, who, by the way, 2 weeks ago put 6 past Chelsea, and it could have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 if they wanted to. Aguero could have scored 5 goals, or maybe 4. I still can't believe he missed that sitter. But for this game in the cup final, I believe Chelsea will not get spanked 6-0. I believe they will get beat 4-0 against Manchester City and retain their EFL Cup again, and Sarri, I think, will be sacked. Now we're heading to the Premier League. It's back after its demise of the FA Cup last weekend, but it's back, and a humongous, huge, enormous game. It is Manchester United versus Liverpool in a enormous rivalry. This has just got even more enormous because Liverpool are going to be fighting for the title, and Manchester United would love not more than to screw Liverpool's title bid. And also, Manchester United are in unstoppable form. They've only lost one game under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who was appointed way back before Christmas. And Paul Pogba this is a different Paul Pogba than you saw at Manchester United at the start of the season. I keep saying it, man. I've always said it. If Paul Pogba was playing under any other manager, you would see the best out of him. I got criticised and criticised and criticised by every single Pogba hater in the world. Well, guess what? Who the f***'s laughing now? Because right now I was right. I don't need a football science degree to know Pogba is a world-class player. And he's won a World Cup. What the f*** have you haters won? F***ing jack shit, I tell you that. So again, Pogba is now the top goal scorer under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's playing some of the best football I have seen this man play for all time. And also, you're now seeing a different attack-minded team for Manchester United. They're going out with confidence, losing. You're not seeing Jose Mourinho just throwing the players under the bus every single time.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
And there's one team, Liverpool, do not want to face at this moment in time. It is a red-hot, in-form Manchester United team. And now we're going to move on to Liverpool, who this is an enormous game because they can capitalise on Manchester City, who are obviously playing the League Cup final this weekend, and go back to the top of the Premier League if they get a point. If they get a draw or a win against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, they really struggle to get anything going. Yes, defensively, no version of Van Dijk. They played really well for Fabinho, and Matip played excellent. Henderson was outstanding, but this is the worst I've seen Salah play all season for Liverpool because he doesn't look confident, he doesn't look the Salah of old, where he was scoring goals for fun, he was linking about play. Firmino hasn't really played well. Firmino's the only player that's really been up to his game has been Sadio Mane, but even he's struggling for goals at this moment in time. So Liverpool, they need to find goals from somewhere. They need to find some spring of optimism. But do I think Liverpool will go to Old Trafford and win? No. I believe this will be a 1-1 draw in this game, but they will go back to the top of the Premier League. Now we're heading to Germany, and it's Borussia Dortmund against Leverkusen. And Borussia Dortmund, they were 7 points clear 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, 7 points clear. You thought, okay, Dortmund, the title's in their hands. All you have to do is just keep the consistency throughout the rest of the season, and they will win the league for the first time since 2012. And it just goes to show they're starting to slip up. Since they were 3-0 up against Hoffenheim, they decided to bottle that and then let Hoffenheim back in the game and score 3 goals, which they got a point. And then against Tottenham in the Champions League, they were off in the second half, and then massive missed Marco Reus, which again, they got beat, and I think they're out of the competition. I do not see Dortmund come back from 3-0 deficit, but there's one team that can spurs it up, it's going to be Tottenham. Then on Monday night, they did not play well against Nuremberg. Against Nuremberg were very defensively organised and were playing with blocks of 4. But the fact of the matter is, you have to offer something going forward. And I believe since Royce is out of the team, who I think has been Dortmund's player of the season this year, I think they're outstanding. But they just need something going forward. Jadon Sancho can't do it on his own. Other players have to chip in, and at this moment in time, I don't see it happening. Mario Götze has been atrocious in the past couple of weeks. And they play against an informed Leverkusen team, and a Peter Bosch who's coming back against his old club, so he will have a lot of determination to knock his former team and not win the damn league, because he got fired there last season. So this is not an easy game for Borussia Dortmund, because you're playing a red-hot Leverkusen team at the worst time. I don't think this is an easy game, and that's why I'm going Borussia Dortmund to draw this match to a piece against Leverkusen. Now we're heading to France, and it's Monaco against Lyon. And Monaco, where do we begin with them? They've had an interesting couple of months. A couple of months ago, they sacked Thierry Henry.
Okay.
And then what did they do? They bring back the manager they sacked at the start of the season, Leonardo Jardim. Why they decided to sack him anyway bewilders me. I'm bringing a manager, Thierry Henry, with no experience whatsoever, and then you sack him, and then you bring in a man who you sacked anyway.
What the hell, Monaco?
But then obviously Monaco spent a lot of money in the transfer window. They've signed the likes of Cesc Fabregas, Gelson Martinez on loan. They've signed a couple of centre backs. They've also signed a very good striker. So they are trying to stay in this league during this season, which I think they're out of the relegation zone just by a couple of points, even though the teams behind them have a couple of games in hand. So they're still going to be in it for the rest of the season, Monaco, but they are starting to pick form up at the right time. As for Lyon, they have been hot and cold this season because a big PSG, and then they were awful in the other games, and then Fekir scored a screamer in the last match just to win the game. And in the Champions League, they were excellent against Barcelona, but they didn't get the goal, which I think is going to be a big problem because they're going to go to Barcelona in the Camp Nou. I mean, they might score a goal, but the problem is I can see Barcelona scoring 3 or 4 at the Camp Nou because the pitch is enormous, and it's going to be really difficult for them. But they've got a tiny chance of upsetting Barcelona to make it into later stages of the Champions League. But for this game, I think Lyon will have too much going forward. Fekir will be back after his suspension, obviously, in the Champions League against Barcelona. So I think he'll be up to it. I think he's in really good form at this moment in time. And I think Monaco will lose 2-1 to Lyon. I get a lot of hate from the Torino supporters saying, Natural, why do you not talk about Torino? You never talk about Torino this season. Alright, fine. I talk about your club now, alright? Are you happy now, Torino fans? But Torino play Atalanta this weekend. I believe these two teams are sort of fighting for Europa League spots this season, which I don't think they have. I just think there's starting to be a gap between two Milan clubs and them. So I think they're going to be fighting along Lazio and Roma for the Europa League spots this season. But these two teams have some two very good strikers. Torino have Bellotti, Atalanta have Zapata. So this is going to be an interesting game. There's nothing really not to sell these two teams because Torino have a very good home form. Atalanta are actually not bad away form. So this is an intriguing installment match which is the reason why I'm going to go on the fence and say it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I can't really separate these two teams. That just leaves the last game in La Liga, and it's Deportivo Alaves against Celta Vigo. And we're going to start off with Celta Vigo because Celta Vigo are just above the relegation zone. What? Yeah, I know. This is a team last season. This is a team everybody thought has a chance of actually maybe surprising the Champions League places. Well, the thing is, Celta Vigo, you look at the La Liga table, Celta Vigo are only 10 points behind 5th. It's really congested in that sort of 4th down to 17th. It's really congested down there. It's the most wide open I've seen a relegation battle in La Liga for a long time, because there's at least 7 or 8 teams that can fight for it this year. But Celta Vigo have been atrocious defensively. I think only Hurska have conceded more goals than them. I also think Isco Aspas hasn't been great this season. Obviously, he's been the guy that for many seasons that's been buying the goals in for them, but he's really struggled. The West Ham player, West Ham looking, the Uruguayan, he's really been awful since then. I mean, I don't know what's happened to his form, but he can't score. I mean, he hasn't scored in 12 matches now, so they need to find something, Celta Vigo, or I believe they're going Spanish second division. Deportivo Alaves, they're only a handful of points behind the Champions League places, which is obviously Sevilla, Getafe, Valencia are all fighting for this season. Sevilla's form has been awful, but the Deportivo Alaves are picking form up at the right time, and they're playing well at the minute. They're playing, may not be great football, but they're just getting the results and chipping away. I think their home form has been superior this season. We've seen it, obviously, they played some big teams this season, Deportivo Alaves, and beaten them this year, and I think that will continue, and I think they'll beat Celta Vigo 2-0, and that's not good for Celta Vigo, who I think could easily be going down this season. So guys, that's the end of the prediction for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget, if Chelsea fans right now are hating Maurizio Sarri's football and must be thinking, why does this man not play N'Golo Kante in the fucking role that he is best at in defence midfield? Why does he not play Hudson-Odoi, and he keeps rating about this youngster? And why is he not playing Ruben Loftus? Well, send a message to Sarri, tweeting the hashtag Sarri out and hashtag Sarri's tactically in depth and Sarri doesn't know anything about football. Click on this video and smash the godforsaken like button and click the damn well notification bell as well. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Say no to drugs. Please like, subscribe. The Natural is out.